I told my parents I started therapy. They stopped talking to me, said I was broken, said I embarrassed them. So I packed my bags, deleted their numbers, and built a new life, quietly. And when they needed me most, I was already gone. I told my mom I was seeing a therapist. She froze mid-bite and said, "So now you're crazy?" That was Thanksgiving. I had just driven 6 hours, brought wine, flowers, and paid off her car loan. No one asked me to. I just thought, maybe this year would be different. My brother arrived late. He got a hug. I got a stare. Then my dad raised his glass. "To my real kids who don't waste money on shrinks." Everyone laughed. I didn't. I looked at my mom. She looked away. No one said anything. I stood up, fixed my jacket, and left. As I opened the door, Dad said, "Don't come back until you're normal." I didn't say a word, just walked out. I slept in my car that night. It was 23 degrees. I didn't cry, I just stared at the ceiling and whispered, "Okay." The next day, I went to work like nothing happened. I didn't tell anyone, I just worked, quietly, relentlessly. I saved every cent, moved to a cheaper apartment, picked up night shifts. 2 months later, I landed a remote job that doubled my salary. I didn't tell my parents, didn't post online, didn't share. Just smiled in meetings and worked through the silence. My therapist said, "This is growth." I nodded, but it felt like grief. Still, I kept going. No texts from my parents, just silence. Until I got an email. "Need help with the mortgage?" I didn't answer. They tried calling. I blocked them. They sent a letter. "We didn't mean it like that." I threw it out. I didn't need apologies, dipped in guilt. Not when the damage was served cold. I bought my first condo that year, fully paid. No mortgage, no cosigner, just my name. I didn't invite anyone to the housewarming. I sat alone on the balcony and watched the city lights blink like Morse code. That's when I knew I was free. At Christmas, my sister posted family photos. I wasn't in any of them, not one. A friend asked why I wasn't there. I said, "They're not my family anymore." I meant it. That winter, I changed my number. They never noticed. Last month, my mom messaged me through a cousin's account. "Your father's in the hospital. He wants to see you." I stared at the screen for 10 full minutes. Then I closed it. No reply. I sent flowers. That's it. I won't go back. Not for guilt, not for tears, not for blood. I've built everything from nothing, alone, quietly. And now I have peace, real peace. The kind that doesn't need validation, or applause, or permission. I still go to therapy, every week. I still walk past families and feel a small ache, but it fades. I smile, sip my coffee, and move on. They cut me off for healing, so I healed without them, and I never looked back.